ratchet and cute. She a winner, that's true. She don't even take L's, eating alphabet soup. Mayday, mayhem, 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 mayday, mayhem. She a cool black nerd, always been smart. Ever since she turned 8, wanted her name in the charts. Monty Python was a shit, Richard Pryor made a start. Red Fox and Eddie Murphy, inspiration to her art. Who you know got banned from the dollar store for throwing canned goods at a baby father though. She a good mother though. She ain't worried about laughs cause she gon' get a lot of those. Showtime at the Apollo dope. And she paint the perfect picture telling stories up in all the jokes. You don't really want the drama, bro. Cause Mabel cool, Mayday nice, Mayday want all the smoke. Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem.
And welcome back to another episode of the Mayday Mayhem podcast. I am your host, Mayday Mayhem. And today we are talking about, if you have not seen in the pop culture or news today that's been buzzing all around with Chrisean Rock and Jaden Alexander. What's her name? Alexis. What's her name, y'all? Jaden Alexis. Okay. Jaden Alexis. Where Jaden Alexis, excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. Apologies. Where Jaden Alexis and Chrisean Rock, they literally teamed up. Like, is the baby mama's family getting some sense and teaming up and getting at Blueface ass? Is that's what's happening here? In this delightful day of December, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas this time. Like, for real. Now, we want to know, how did this start? It first started with Blueface going on a rant on Twitter, of course, as we all know. I believe Twitter is his therapy. It's okay, because we all need our outlook to, to talk to people. It's all good. I ain't nobody tripping about that. But however, excuse me again, I am getting over a cold and allergies. I am apologetic. But it started out with him going to Chrisean Rock's house, allegedly at 4 a.m, and grabbing Chrisean Malone Jr. and saying that the baby was home alone without a parent at 4 a.m. My baby at home without a parent. And allegedly, the baby was being babysitted by Marsh, who is, from my understanding, a close associate of the family, and she pays Marsh to watch her child, and allegedly it was other children. Now, excuse me, I come from a big family, okay? And when we were younger, yes, it would be a lot of kids in one room sleeping, and the couple of adults watching the younger kids while maybe the other adults was out. It was called like, okay, I'm gonna watch them while y'all go out this time, and then next time I go out, you watch the kids. It's called, a village. That old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And we all know Chrisean has it's how many of them? Is like what, 9 what, 12 of them, I believe, what, 9, 12 of them. She comes from a very large family, okay, to say the least. Chrisean has a very large family, so she has a multitude of nieces and nephews. So again, Blueface claims that, we're going to play it, that allegedly his child was left home alone. But again, it takes two parents, if you want to talk in that aspect, to raise a child. So if you was on your shit the right way, then you would have had the child from the get-go while she was out doing studio time. Let's not forget, Chrisean is not just what we would call a regular baby mama. I'm being for real. Excuse me. She's not giving no disclosure to us regular baby mamas, because I'm a regular baby mama. I'm just saying, she has a look, not a look, she got a lot of clout. Let's be real. Chrisean Rock name rings bells. So again, she got that little stamina. She got that oomph in her. Let's be real about it. So with that being said, why weren't you watching the baby while she's out making music? Because let's be real, she's an artist. She makes music. She's a working mom, just like any other working parent. Again, I have to take that back. She's a regular parent, just like any other single mom or parent. She has to work. How is she supposed to provide for a child? Regardless who the father is. Again, she's an artist. She has to work. So again, no, she's no different from any one of us baby mamas. So I have to take that back. She's no different from any one of us baby mamas. She got to get out here and work. So she has to have someone to watch her child while she works. Because let's not forget, that baby has been attached to her hip. Look, Chrisean Malone Jr., he has been attached to Chrisean's hip since she popped him out. Like, we literally have seen Chrisean Malone Jr. grow from literally a few hours old to a couple of months old now. We've seen that growth. Even from him, having his alleged hernia, operation. And don't forget the debacle where Blueface allegedly, put pictures out of Chrisean's Malone Jr.'s unmentionables. So again, it's a long toxic history that they have together. Let's put that out there. We all know this. And now it's a baby involved. It's time to grow up. All right, y'all not gonna be together. Let's co-parent. Okay. And let's not forget, he has children with Jaden. He has children with her. Not one, but two. He has 2 children with her. Again, these are 3 children by 2 different women. And let's not forget, these children are brothers and sisters. They are related. So whether we want to look at it or not, these children are a family. They are related. So they, again, have a bond like no other. Why? Because they have the same father. Again, why in the hell wasn't he watching them? And of course, I understand where Chrisean would be coming from. Why would I allow another woman around my newborn baby? Especially, I don't know this woman's intent. Me and her done had words. Me and her done had a fight. Me and her done had situations and shit. So why would I leave my child around her? I totally get that. I totally understand that. Absolutely. Because we see so many situations where, the baby mama does allow the baby father to have substance in the child's life. And then there's a bitter girlfriend or bitter wife that does harm to that child, out of jealousy or despite. So I totally understand where Chrisean is coming from. I get it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I totally get it. But the way Blueface is coming about it, as though he's the outstanding father that has been there from day one, that has been by her side, coaching her, helping her, like that. Let's not forget there was interviews done the whole time while this girl was pregnant, under stress. So again, it's not like he's just an outstanding father. And then he threatened, you're going to see the video, he's going to threaten another woman, which is Marsh, which was in charge of watching this child, Chrisean Rock Jr. And again, allegedly, she was beat up. Jaden Alexis was beat up. And Chrisean was beat up. And they ended up taking the kids and dipping off after they trashed his house. After they trashed his house, which I ain't even mad at him. Trashed his house, allegedly. It's all out there on Twitter, y'all. It's all out there. Trashed his house. And then they dipped off, went to the parking lot, and got drunk. Got wasted. When I say wasted, like wasted. I mean, they got so drunk that, for real, it's not funny, but it's funny that Chrisean did a head jerk and she hit Jaden in the face. And I think Jaden was so drunk that she felt it, but she didn't. But it was just the joy of being away from Blue. Because again, some men are manipulative when it comes to having multiple baby mamas, where they will keep the baby mamas away from each other and tell lies to each other to keep them from seeing each other, speaking to each other, so they won't find out the lies that dude been telling. So again, with them two linking up and talking and seeing what's up, now, oh shit, Blue looking kind of crazy, but let's get to this right here. Let's take a look at this. Now, what y'all think it is right here? Like I told y'all, I be on the Twitter when I'm, like I said, I've been sick for, allergies have honestly been kicking my ass, not gonna lie, for the past couple of months. These allergies have been tearing me up. And a lot of my fans, that I have a plate and 4 screws in my neck. So when the allergies tear me up, for some reason, allergies counteract with this little thing in my neck. And it be acting a fool with my sinuses. And once it passed, it like finally passed and I be okay for a few months. And then it go right back into it. So I don't know what's going on, but we here. But let's take a listen.
At 4 a.m. Nobody want to watch him. She got Marsh. She got Marsh watching the baby at 4 a.m. so she could what? Get some dick? Do a verse? Fucking nigga. Let me get in here, bro.
Now, let's not forget, again, artists sometimes are in studios, because I do know a lot of artists, and sometimes they are in studios at night, sometimes from like 11, 12 at night to sometimes 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I know a lot of producers that sometimes they be in the studio, literally, for real, they sleep in the studio. Like, no lie, they will sleep there because they're working on something. Like, no, we got to get this out. We got to get this done. It's got to be done now. And they will sleep in their studio for 2 or 3 days. Their wives will come to the studio, maybe bring them a change of clothes, maybe check on them, make sure that they're not dehydrated and passed out, or their girlfriend send them, make sure they ain't dehydrated and passed out over there and going on, but make sure they cool. But they will stay in the studio for hours and days on end. So again, Chrisean having the baby all day, excuse me, I would expect nothing less than her to be in the studio at night, especially if she has family members or someone she trusts to watch her child. And let's not forget, this is a baby. He is not to be toddled around like this again. in the middle of the night at 4 o'clock in the morning. He should have been asleep in the bed in the crib again, where he probably was already at sleep in his bed in his crib. Let's not forget, Krishan has a whole house. He was probably asleep in his bed in his crib, managing his own baby business, dreaming about his pacifiers and his bottles and what his next pamper change gonna feel like. He ain't thinking about this motherfucker coming around him. Let's be real. He ain't thinking about that shit. I'm gonna be 100 with you. He probably ain't thinking about that. He probably looking like, where the fuck is my mama at, bro? What do you want, fam? You know, for real, for real. Like, why is this motherfucker carrying me around like this? Like, I want my mama. And the baby trying to get some rest. And you taking the baby outside. Now, it's funny as hell that he has a whole hoodie on, but you have nothing on the baby. Nothing is on the baby. No blanket, no cover, no, you didn't even take your hoodie off and put it on the baby. But you're so concerned about the child. No, it's anything to make Krishan look like a bad parent. Anything to make Krishan look like a bad parent. Let's not forget, allegedly CPS was at his house because he had made sure his house was filled with bottles of Hennessy. But allegedly, you know, there is video circulating, again on Twitter, where his son was looking for Slim Jims and food while there was dancers half naked in their living room. Now, again, we have children involved in this situation. How can we actually do something about this? Come on, man. Let's be real with it. How can we do it? It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You literally are contradicting yourself in every situation. You're just trying to make Krishan look like a bad mom, like a bad person. Again, the girl is trying to mature. She ain't number what? She's born what, 2000? Girl ain't number what, 23 years old? She's going to get older and mature more. Again, I would expect an artist to be in the studio at 4 in the morning, especially if they have a child. Again, I am an entertainer. A lot of times, my children are asleep when I'm doing shows. When I'm out doing shows, a lot of times, I don't get into about 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes. And I have to turn around and make breakfast and get children off to school, get them ready and prepped, and sometimes go to school meetings and little or no sleep. So again, but that was a job I had to do. Not to saying that I'm not going to get rest later on that day. I can get me a nap in later on that day. You know what I'm saying? Once everything slow down. But in her situation, she has a newborn. Okay, he sleep all night. Everybody, all the kids in the house is asleep. He sleep. He can get his little baby rest. And then let's not forget, he's trying to get on a timer, a baby timer. You're trying to put the baby. You're trying to get them on a schedule where they sleep in the night. That way, she could do most of her producing at night. And another thing, he's mad because what? She's moved on and she's not on him. She ain't on his dick all the time. Again, narcissistic behavior and toxic behavior. But for real, let's listen some more.
All this so you could do a verse, suck some dick. You a both bitch. My son ain't got no parent. 4 in the morning, stopping us because she want to be a bad parent to a bad parent. She want to be a yes. Yeah, close the door. Let's go, Marsh. You gonna get your ass whipped as soon as we get there. Come on. Jaden got a good fade waiting for you, Marsh. Let's go. Jaden got a fade like Tessa. Come on, girl. Let's go. Either you gonna get out, I'm gonna drag you out, Marsh. I'm gonna put this baby down and put you to bed. All right. You wanna go to bed? Son ain't got no parent at 4 in the morning. Nobody wanna watch him. She got Marsh.
Now,
she got Marsh watching the baby.
Again, he talking about putting the baby down and putting hands on a female. Toxic behavior. Wow, you holding the baby and then you putting some work in it. Oh, Jaden got hands for you. But again, it quickly turned around on him very, very fast. It turned very quickly. Very, very quickly on him. It turned quickly on him. It wasn't even funny. Let me pull up that video on how quickly it turned on him. Because let's not forget, they allegedly, I say allegedly, tore that house up. Allegedly. We don't know. We don't know. But well, we do know. We saw the glass. We ain't even gonna front on it. We ain't gonna front. I'm literally trying to pull it up for y'all people. I'm literally pulling it up. Now we have this video right here. I had to pause it and pull it for y'all. Because it wouldn't pull up. Now it went from him saying, "My baby out here with no parent," to this. This is what it went from that. "My baby went out there with no parent. And Jaden got a fade for y'all," to this.
We're having fun. No one cares. Okay, she's evil. It's not funny. We just hurt. What you mean what that got to do with you, y'all?
They hurt, and he says, "What does that have to do with him?" Y'all.
We're not doing nothing. We just at the gas station posted up. We was getting my son, and then they prolonged, and then we took shots, and then we just got stopped. We on the way. We so drunk, we not finna drive with no baby. Yo, yeah. No, we finna get your own. We finna get you a phone. No, that's all right. Just tell her we're drunk. It's fun.
Now, they went from being, "Oh, Jaden got a nice little fade for you," to these two in the car kicking it. And he looking salty as hell. And they got the kids. They done took the kids. Now, how the hell does that look? Like, how does that look? They done took the kids. They done took the shorties. They got them with them. And I'm honestly glad that they getting together and not allowing him to stop their relationship. Because again, whether they like it or not, they're gonna be sister wives, honestly, because Blue is gonna bounce between both of them. Let's be real. So now, according to latest events within these past 24 hours now, according to news outlets, Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, now Jaden has moved out of the house, and allegedly Blue is with Krishan. Now, how true is that? I don't know. I don't know how true that is. But if it is any validity to it, that's like crazy as hell. Like, but I would expect nothing less from Blue. To be honest, I would expect nothing less from him. Nothing less. Nothing less. So that's the Krishan and Jaden and Blue saga. We will catch up to see what will happen next time on the Blue, the Krishan. No, we gotta get it right. The Blue, the Rock, and Alexis. I think that's cute, y'all. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. We're gonna keep that. But in other news, also, if you did not know, they are talking about taking away the self-checkout aisle, the self-checkout lane in stores like Walmart, Kmart, big stores like that. And I honestly think it should have never been in there in the first place. Why? I always said the self-checkout line was a place to take jobs away from people. Now, it was always said to, oh, it's going to make it easy for shoppers. Yes, I can honestly say I do like the self-checkout lane, but however, who likes to be hovered over as though they are stealing, you know? And then when you are to leave the establishment, they hold you hostage because, oh, we need to see a receipt. And if they don't see a receipt, you have seen a million times again on X and YouTube and Instagram and all other platforms where people are literally being held hostage in places like Walmart, Kmart. Well, mostly Walmart. I haven't seen it mostly in Kmart, but I've seen them mostly in Walmart and Targets, because Kmart's, I haven't seen any Kmart's. But I'm just saying the major brand stores are mainly Walmarts and Targets, where the self-checkout lane it's a nuisance. Even in Aldi's, you've seen them come up and it's become a nuisance. It's like, what is the point of having the cashier there? And then it's like I have to pick my groceries up. Then I have to scan my own stuff. Then I have to bag my own stuff. And then I'm searched as though I'm a criminal. Well, why don't you open up a lane, put a person in that spot, which will create a job, and have that person scan my items, then have a person at the other end bag my items. That way, you know, everything is scanned. That way, you know, everything is bagged. And that way, you know that I haven't stolen anything because you have scanned it. So again, a lot of retailers are getting rid of the self-checkout. And I applaud them, because what is the purpose of having a person here? And again, if you notice, when you go into the self-checkout lane, you literally have people in the self-checkout lane. So what is the purpose of having a self-checkout lane when I still have to have human interaction for a self-checkout lane? How many of us adults, and I say adults, 21 or older, that's real adult. Don't be out here listening to me like, you know, real adult. But 21 years older, we are us adults out here that have maybe wanted to purchase, let's say a case of beer or a bottle of wine, or, you know, maybe you just wanted to, you know, celebrate with some tequila and have some shots, make some Jello shots. And you wanted to go to the self-checkout aisle because this is all you had. Guess what? You're going to have a human to come to identify that you are legitimately 21 years or older, because even if you have an ID and you scan the ID, they will literally say, who's to say that that is really you? You could be using someone else's ID. So again, you still need that human interaction. So why take it away from the get-go? And now, again, Walmart is the main place where it's the worst. I can honestly say Walmart is the worst. You will be held hostage for a cookie. Like, sir, you clearly see it's at the top of the list. Oh, well, it's not in a bag. Well, I don't think you have bags big enough to fit a box this big. Again, that was one of the reasons I stopped really shopping at Walmart, because I got tired of being harassed. Even if I did go to a cashier, I was still stopped. I didn't see a receipt. And then it was selective receipt checking. You didn't check their receipt, but you checked mine. Oh, well, they only had one bag. Yeah, they only had one bag, but they could have not purchased anything in that one bag. They could have had one bag with 15 items in there and only purchased one thing. But yet you're checking me with one box in a buggy. Literally one box in the buggy. I need to see. I need to see that. It's baby diapers. I have the receipt right. I need to see that receipt. You know, and again, it's also a way for some people that has never had power before to flex power. You know, I have the all power of the mighty receipt, a receipt checker. And again, it has also gotten places like Walmart into a lot of trouble with lawsuits because they have faced discrimination lawsuits because you have some of their racist co-workers that have literally willingly held people hostage due to their race, their gender, their ethnicity, you know, and we're not talking just, oh, because they're black. No, because of their gender. It doesn't have to be their race. It could be because they were transgender, because how they was dressed, because they were white, because it doesn't matter, because they just didn't like them, you know. Again, we have these places where they have the people that follow you around. Again, that's another thing that deters me from going into certain stores because I don't feel as though I should have to be followed around as though I'm a common thief or criminal when I pay for everything probably 10 times over more than anyone else would. I will pay for anything I have, you know. And guess what? If I don't have enough to pay for it, guess what? My ass ain't picking it up. It's just that simple. My mama taught me, if you ain't got enough to buy it, don't pick it up. And if I can't give it to you, or your mate, your man can't give it to you, you don't need it. If you can't get it right now, save up till you can get it. You know, you don't steal. Pretty much don't steal. Don't take things that don't belong to you. That was the gesture that we grew up with. You don't take things that does not belong to you. And so again, you have the situation where now people are tired of being lurked at and held hostage. Again, and then they also bring up the situation where you have people that check the receipts at Costco and Sam's Club. Well, you have to understand, Costco and Sam's Club are bulk item stores. Those are bulk item discount stores. They don't even have, I don't think they have bags in Costco's. Last time I went to Costco, everything has to go in a box because it's bulk. Like literally it's bulk. When I go on Costco, you buy the bulk rolls of toilet tissue where it's like 32 rolls in there for like $20-something. You buy the bulk roll of paper towel where it's like a big rolls of like 24 rolls of paper towel for like $15. It's a bulk store. So of course, they're not looking at every single item. They just want to make sure that when you come through here, you've been checked off the list because it's a bulk store. And that's even implemented inside of their rule book that no, we're to check every item. That's a part of Sam's Club rule. We're going to check every receipt, even when you come in, because it's a store where you pay membership to. Yeah, Costco, you pay a membership to go into Costco, just like you do the Sam's Club. So again, I pay a membership and they just want to make sure that you're not stealing up in here. And again, that's part of their anti-theft policy. You know, the way that we keep theft down and to keep your prices low so you can continue to get your products at a lower price for your budget, we check the receipts to make sure everything is paid for. We check everyone's, and you will stand in that line. They will check every single receipt. Ain't nobody walking past there without that little receipt being that little stripe across it. That's why I love going to Costco. Costco, my favorite store. I ain't gonna lie. I was just there a couple days ago. Had to replenish the toilet paper. Had to replenish the paper towels before I got into the new year. Had to make sure we were stocked and ready. No. That's why you pay that amount, that like $30-$40 or whatever it is a year, and you go buy the products. And it's a bulk store and they check your receipt. That's part of their policy. That's not a policy in Walmart. Walmart, you know, of course, in the All-Star, you had greeters that come in. Hello, how you doing? You know, bye, have a great day. you know, and that was usually, you know, the moms and pops, you know, to give them a little something to do to move around, you know, hi, good morning, welcome to Walmart. Oh, hi, have a great day. They were called greeters. Then now, oh, we have to check your receipt. Yeah, and then now it becomes more aggressive. So now you have these middle-aged men and women that have anger and aggression issues that take it out on normal people that are just trying to buy items. Now, are some people thieves? Absolutely. Yeah. But are all people thieves? Absolutely. They are not all thieves. And to treat everyone as though they're a thief, it will make your customers not want to come. So if you want to make sure that everything is getting scanned, I would suggest you get rid of the self-checkout aisles and you have a human there at that register as you did many, many years ago, and you have them scan that item, and then you have them bag that item, and you can make sure now everything is paid for, and now you don't have to worry about theft as much as you did. Now, I can't get any more clearer than that, and a lot of people in society is saying the same thing, like, how much more clear can you be? Do you want me? And then let's not forget the taxes on the products that we buy. Not only do you have to scan your own packages, bag your own packages, and you're going to pay taxes for that store for those employees that didn't even help you bag or touch those products. How? So I'm getting paid. You're getting paid. You're getting paid for me doing your job. Hell no. I want you to scan these products. Scan them. And honestly, if I have like 2 or 3 products, like let's say I go in there, let's say I'm missing like some I might need some butter or some milk. Oh god damn, let's see the gallon of milk. Let me get up out of here. I just need one thing. But if I do have a nice substantial amount of things, no, I will stand in that line. Y'all gonna scan it and y'all gonna bag it. You're gonna scan it and bag it. Nope, we're gonna stand right here. You're going to scan it. You're going to bag it. Because, again, why would I scan it and bag it and then you're still getting paid for it? A job that you never did. And, again, you have the self-checkout aisles where there are still people there. So, it was cool while it lasted. It's an end to an era that we knew was going to happen. When they first started self-checkout, it was like it's going to take jobs away from people. But then it gave people the authority of too much. So it did what it had to do. It served its purpose. So I think it's about time for it to go. So please leave your comments below. We're going to end this podcast the way we always end our podcast. If no one told you they love you, I do. I truly, truly do. Next time, tomorrow, we will be back. We will be talking about the mayor and how the plans were stopped off of Brighton Park because of the contamination. Something that was spoken about years ago on this land. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow live here on YouTube, and it will be streamed on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook. I will be live. It will be around about 4:30, between 4:30 p.m. Central Time till about 5:30. It'll be about an hour show where you can come in, give your comments. What do you think? What do you think going to be next? And what are your comments and thoughts on some of the contaminants that were found on Brighton Park? Please join me tomorrow live at about 4:30 Central Standard Time. I'll see you then. Again, if no one told you they love you, I do. I truly, truly do. Make sure you do better today than you did yesterday and strive for a better tomorrow today. And I'll see you next time for the Mayday Mayhem podcast. And I am out.